Some atheists piss me off. Most atheists, I think, are enjoyable to listen to and hear what they have to say. But people like Richard Dawkins kind of make me angry. And I guess the whole thing is, um, I do not think that religion is reasonable or logical. I am a Christian, and I have experienced some things which have led me to my current beliefs. And I think that we should explore religious belief through epistemology. We should study the beliefs, and based on whether you're an internalist or an externalist in epistemology, that should, I guess, kind of be the discussion on whether you are justified in your religious belief or not. But I think that religion is circular. It is circular reasoning because it goes in a circle, basically. Because why should you believe in God? Because the Bible. Why should you believe in the Bible? Because God. It goes in a literal circle. There's no other thing outside of the Bible or God itself that can logically or reasonably uh, prove that you should be believing in this. There's no kind of thing that can justify it or make it reasonable to believe in, because it goes in a circle, and that is the fallacy of circularity. Okay, so religion is circular, and the problem I have with certain atheists like Dawkins is that they try to argue with Christians. Some Christians don't think that it's circular, but it is. The atheists who will tell them that the religion that they believe in is circular, and they don't convert to atheism, or they don't give up their religious belief just because some atheist said that their belief system is circular. So I guess what I'm thinking is that the business of the atheist is to call out religious people when they are doing wrong. The business of the atheist is to call out the religious person when the religious person says to them, "You will go to hell if you don't believe this," or if the religious people does something harmful to them, or if the religious people does anything bad or morally wrong, just like any other person, that person should be paying for that. But I don't find any kind of benefit in arguing between the Christian apologetics like William Lane Craig and the atheists like Richard Dawkins. I think that Christian apologetics are useless, and it has no use in society at all. And I think that Dawkins' books like The God Illusion or The Blind Watchmaker are only useful to people of his own kind, because the people of his own kind, thus the atheists, they pretty much want to read more philosophy, or Dawkins really isn't philosophy. They want to read more stuff confirming what they think. And Richard Dawkins' work is only good for his own kind, and it does nothing for the other kind, the people who do believe in God, because if they do read it, it will not convert them. So I guess the business of the atheist is to call out a Christian when a Christian is doing wrong, like Jacqueline Glenn and Mr. Repsy on YouTube do call out certain Christians when they are rigorously or crazily trying to convert a atheist, which is wrong, because we shouldn't be like that to people. We should be entirely loving and kind to atheists, whether they are mean to us or not, and we shouldn't be rigorously and meanly trying to convert them. We should be there if someone has questions, and maybe, mention our beliefs in passing, and only elaborate if somebody asks, but not shove our beliefs onto others. That I'm totally against, because I've seen people of my own kind, who try to push their beliefs on others, and it makes me angry, because no wonder atheists hate us. No wonder atheists hate Christians, because we are literally, excuse my language, assholes. We are literally assholes, people who don't believe the way we do, and that is very similar to Islamic extremism. The Islamic extremists, like people in ISIS or Al Qaeda, they want to kill people who don't believe in the same thing that they do. We are way less. The Christians who are assholes to others are way less extreme than that, but they will be assholes and mean and angry against people who don't believe the same way they do, and that is wrong. So I guess the only thing that I'm thinking that we, as Christians, need to do, we need to be here if any person has questions, not force our beliefs, or not discuss our beliefs, especially if somebody doesn't really want that, and maybe mention our beliefs in passing if something like that comes up. Maybe mention it, but just be kind and loving to everybody, no matter what, and that will lead to us being asked a question, and then you can talk about it. But before then, no. Because most of the time, an atheist does not want you to bring anything like that up. And the way the Bible says to be a missionary is to be kind and loving to everyone, just like Jesus loved you. So, why is a atheist any different? We are kind to our own people, yeah, but the Bible says that even the hypocrites do that. Love your enemy also. So let's be nice to everybody and kind and loving to everybody who doesn't like us, and people to atheists who disagree with us. I don't know. It just, people who of my own religion are hypocritical, and it makes me angry. That's all. Religion is very, very circular. However, atheists like Dawkins still try to write books against the Christian religion, like it's going to do any good to anybody but of their own kind. And on the same token, people like William Lane Craig try to argue with people like Dawkins, or back when he was alive, whatever his name, the guy who wrote God is Not Great. People like William Lane Craig, a Christian apologist, will try to argue with atheists like it will do any good, because it won't. I don't know, I'm kind of, I guess, in a fear, because I think people like Mr. Reption and Jacqueline Glenn are good people, because they point out the injustices that Christians do to atheists. And I think I am starting to be very angry about the people of my own religion. That's all. And I'm angry about the useless bantering back and forth between people like Dawkins and Craig, because it does no good. Because the atheists are going to believe what they're going to believe, no matter what Craig says, and Craig is going to believe what he's going to believe, no matter what Dawkins says. So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. It's just a big rant.